Vancouver has always loved the outdoors, but in 2025-2026, it's less go for a walk and more optimize your nervous system before brunch. On any clear morning, the city's wellness ritual plays out like clockwork. Trail runners threading through Stanley Park, office workers speed walking the Seawall with electrolytes in hand, and a steady stream of hikers marching toward the North Shore as if the mountains are an appointment, not a landscape. A big reason is that Vancouver's best gym is free or close to it and happens to come with ocean air, cedar forest, and skyline views. The Grouse grind is practically the city's unofficial fitness test. 2.5 kilometer up, 2,830 steps, 800 meters of elevation gain. And Grouse Mountain notes that more than 100,000 people hike it each year. In a city where housing can feel unattainable and schedules feel relentless, a steep trail offers something simple and measurable. You start tired, you finish proud, and your phone gets proof. But the obsession isn't just aesthetic or athletic, it's also about coping. Research keeps backing up what Vancouverites have been saying for years. Nature can meaningfully affect mental health. A 2025 systematic review and meta-analysis found that nature exposure, often in relatively short windows, can significantly impact mental health outcomes for adults with mental illness or symptoms. That matters in a high-stress, high-cost city where burnout isn't a buzzword, it's a shared language. Even tourism and destination marketing now sells Vancouver as a place to breathe forest air and feel revitalized and grounded, basically turning wellness into part of the city's identity brand. The modern Vancouver twist is that hiking isn't separate from holistic health. It is holistic health. People aren't only chasing PRs, they're chasing regulation, calmer thoughts, better sleep, less doom scrolling. It's why forest bathing gets folded into everyday talk and why local outdoor groups keep promoting the mental health angle of time outside. Friend on trail, it's like forest bathing. If you've lived here long enough, you've heard some version of, I didn't fix my life, but I did the grind, and now I can breathe again. Of course, when a whole city treats the outdoors like therapy, the outdoors gets crowded. Parks and rescue teams have had to adjust to demand. BC Parks' Day Use Pass program is one visible sign of this pressure. For example, the province required passes for PP7I-YYOGA Joffre Lakes Park from May 17th to Oct 26, 2025 to help manage visitation. On the North Shore, rescue callouts keep appearing in local reporting. Another reminder that wellness hiking still needs basic preparation, not just cute gear. And by late 2025, the province also expanded vehicle day use passes into winter access at Mount Seymour Park starting DEEP 19, 2025, underscoring how year-round outdoor demand has become a management issue, not a seasonal quirk. Then there's yoga, Vancouver's indoor counterpart to the mountains. If hiking is the city's cardio faith, yoga is its emotional hygiene. The 2025-2026 vibe is less incense and mysticism and more alignment, breath, and nervous system literacy. Big studios like YYOGA pitch belonging and accessibility as part of the product, and the community is still growing. New openings and expansions show the market isn't cooling off. Events and trainings keep the scene humming too. YYOGA ran a Y Hot Teacher training in January 2026, and niche subcultures like Acro Yoga stay vibrant. Vancouver Acro Fest Instagram promoted its Jan 30 Feb 1, 2026 dates. The factual piece underneath the vibe is that yoga isn't just a lifestyle signal. It's increasingly evidence-aligned. A 2024 systematic review and meta-analysis concluded yoga can reduce depression severity compared to passive controls and may improve remission rates, even while noting variability in evidence quality. In plain Vancouver terms, people aren't only stretching for Instagram, they're stretching because it helps, and because it's one of the few self-care tools that doesn't require a specialist appointment. And yes, social media is the glue that binds the whole wellness identity together. The grind is content. Sunrise yoga is content. Mini staycation wellness is content. Local lifestyle coverage literally frames a Vancouver reset as a mix of Stanley Park hike plus yoga plus brunch. Instagram accounts for studios and festivals don't just advertise. They teach people what a Vancouver life is supposed to look like. The result is a feedback loop. You see the lifestyle, you try the lifestyle, you post the lifestyle, and suddenly wellness isn't an activity, it's membership. So in 2025-2026, Vancouver's obsession with hiking, yoga, and holistic health isn't a quirky stereotype. It's a real, organized response to modern pressure, a city using its geography, its studios, and its online culture to build resilience. One climb, one breath, one carefully curated morning routine at a time.